Hello and welcome. This video is about my trip this year to France and Belgium with some good biker friends. The initial reason for the trip was to take the Africa Twin back to France to show its previous owner that it hadn't been trashed. And I also wanted to find the resting place of my great grandfather John Hogan. We noted some points of interest and planned a route to take them all in. So we bought some intercoms and tested them just to make sure we could hear each other. So I left Wales and headed off to meet my good friend Steve, who'd only been riding for a year, so it was a big thing for him to be riding off to France. After meeting Steve, we rode to his brother-in-law's with the Africa Twin. So the day has arrived. We're off on our Normandy trip. We are the three Steves, but you'll have to bear with me. It's the first time I've done vlogging. We've got one KTM 790, which is mine, and we've got a Kawasaki Versys and an old Africa Twin, which is going back to France, which is the reason for this trip to France, because that's where it was purchased from. But we'll touch on that when we have a bit more time. Perhaps when we get on the ferry we'll have a chat about what we're doing and why we're doing this. Okay, stick with us. Hole on the front of the tank bag and just fed the cable through, and it's in there. We stopped around halfway for a coffee and a catch-up with my cousin. Cheers for the caffeine, Ben. We called for some fuel and something to eat, and Steve noticed he'd lost his earbud. We struggled to find it for a while, but we thought if we look at the GoPro footage we should be able to find it, which we did. Yeah. I went So which one's easiest to look at? Probably the one on my back, I think. Here's the cradle for them. So we've been checked out, passports checked, parked the bikes up, and just coming here for a quick cup of tea. And the lads have just gone for a quick comfort break. And hopefully I'll put a new battery in and record us going on to the ferry. Sure if this audio will come out, but here we are about to board the ferry from New Haven to Dieppe. In front of me got Steve and Steve. I'm not sure where they'll put us, whether it'll be right at the back or on the side somewhere, but we'll soon find out. Secret start in your heart. crossing was calm. We had no phone signal, so we just had a good catch up and chilled out, had something to eat. Once we started to get nearer to the port of Dieppe, we started to get our helmet and gear together and excited about the prospects of riding in another country. Once we arrived in Dieppe, we cleared through customs and passport control and headed towards the car park to meet up with Bernard. Steve, or Sid, arranged to meet Bernard in the car park because he lived in Dieppe, to show him the Africa Twin that he'd bought off him 5 years ago. He'd showed him all the alterations that he'd done, the improvements that he'd made to it, and just shown really that he'd kept it in good condition. Started talking motorbikes, and Bernard invited us to his place because he had a secure garage and we could keep our bikes there. Of course the beers came out and Bernard's son interpreted for us, so we carried on drinking until the small hours. We had a wonderful night. It was brilliant to meet Bernard's family. Thanks for watching. In the next video, which will be the following morning, you'll see me riding over into Belgium in search of the cemetery of my Great Grandfather John Hogan. Thank you to my Auntie Sue for giving me the location of the cemetery. So join these 3 bikes and the 3 Steves in the next episode.